Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 471, I'd like to make a statement on the issue of national concern regarding the landslide that occurred on 19th April 2020 in Kerio Valley, affecting residents of Chesegon constituency in West Pokot and Marakwet East constituency in Elgeyo Marakwet County. And particularly, Mr. Speaker, the place that was affected most is in the Elgeyo Marakwet County, and which is my ward in Embobut ward in Kipchumba location, Kipchumba sub-location. Mr. Speaker, recently, the country has been experiencing heavy rains as a result of the West Pokot, Elgeyo Marakwet counties have experienced massive destruction resulting from the landslide in the two counties. More adversely, Mr. Speaker, in the Kipchumba and Chesegon Center, the landslide also left a trail of deaths, which are over 20 persons, Mr. Speaker. But of these 20 persons, Mr. Speaker, what really saddens me is that most of them are children, Mr. Speaker, of between 8 years and, Mr. Speaker, 18 years. Some of the children, Mr. Speaker, one family lost twins, Mr. Speaker, who are 8 years old. And you will find, Mr. Speaker, most of the numbers, actually there's a girl of 7 years in a place called Katlit. The twins from Kobil are 2, Mr. Speaker. We have another one of 10, of 8, of 9, of 11. And the oldest, Mr. Speaker, in this group was one person of 82, the other is 46, and the other, Mr. Speaker, is 81. Mr. Speaker, this tragedy, I have never seen something like this. As I said, this is my home area, and this is my ward, where we've lost, to start with, 24 people. And Mr. Speaker, the impact that has occurred, and I've seen in media houses, many of the reports are only focusing on the destruction of the shopping center in Chesegon and Liter area. But I wanted to, for emphasis sake, to say the real impact where the landslide started on the islands, and where you know it very well because you are an administrator in that area. We have lost 24 people, and the news will be trickling in the fullness of time. We also lost, Mr. Speaker, police officers who were affected in that area because a police post was swept. Mr. Speaker, there is also over 15 persons who are still missing and accounted for. Residents are continuing to struggle with lack of housing, swollen rivers, destroyed roads that have left certain areas inaccessible, Mr. Speaker. In the past, reports have indicated that due to environmental degradation, the two counties are prone to landslides. However, residents who have built their livelihoods in this area have continued to live there, having nowhere else to move, Mr. Speaker. And for context's sake, Mr. Speaker, in 2013, we moved many people from Embobut Forest so that we can conserve Embobut Forest. And so they went to ancestral land in the escarpments. And as a result of that, they put a lot of impact and pressure on the environment in the escarpment. That's why you saw many landslides, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to reiterate here that these people have nowhere else to live and have no other alternative land. I wish to commend the government for the quick efforts undertaken to manage the current situation. As a matter of fact, Mr. Speaker, the same evening, the leadership of Elgeyo Marakwet and West Pokot had a conference call with the Deputy President. And Mr. Speaker, the following day, the President called, among other people, myself, to assure us, Mr. Speaker, that we want that the government is going to do everything possible to solve the situation. And therefore, I want to appreciate them because they sent, Mr. Speaker, government officials to the ground. However, Mr. Speaker, little or no effort has been made to account for over the 15 persons who are missing as a result of the landslide, and also that search and recovery has largely been left to the locals who are really equipped to undertake that exercise, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's so bad that the search that is being done by the locals, they find body parts, Mr. Speaker, which you find a hand, somebody's hand on one side, the leg, and so it's very traumatizing, Mr. Speaker. While I appreciate the efforts from the government, I believe that much more should be done to manage the situation, including putting in place measures to relocate population to safer grounds and upgrade the environment, Mr. Speaker, to prevent further incidents in the future from happening. It's for this reason that I wish to draw this matter to the attention of the Senate and appeal to the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources to take up this matter with the national government and, one, explain the measures being undertaken to ensure that all persons who reside in the affected areas are fully accounted for. Two, state the measures being undertaken to find alternative land to resettle the families that are displaced annually. Three, state whether there is any form of compensation that will be granted to the families and victims who are accounting huge losses as a result of the destruction of property and loss of lives. Four, state the steps being undertaken by the government to rebuild the schools that have been destroyed, such as Liter Girls High School, which has completely been destroyed, Chesegon Primary School, and Cheptany Primary School in West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet, respectively, and the roads that have been washed away as a result of the landslide. And finally, state the measures that are being undertaken to upgrade the environment in this area to ensure that these incidences do not occur in future. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I want to thank my colleagues who have shown interest in supporting these people. I will be coming back to them formally, together with Senator Pokisho, Mr. Speaker, to request for further support so that we can supplement the efforts that are being done by other well-wishers and the government of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Senator